Hi guys, I am Anna and we are on a Quadex platform channel about binary options trading. And I am today with some strategy that I maybe been using before because I made so many videos and I could actually forget about that. But you know that the strategy, that's fine. Some periods when you change inside of the strategy actually can quite change the strategy itself, and plus the market is different, the market is not the same, the situations are not the same, and we are trying just to use it again and again and test yourself and test the strategy in many different situations. So we start today and I hope you're gonna like it. Let's proceed. Here's gonna be 1 minute interval, and that's my favorite time frame. Sometimes I use 3 minutes, but quite seldom on the videos, just because it's quite harder to show and to teach with these longer periods, if I'm being honest. So here it is, and with the candles it's gonna be 10 seconds. This is a little bit unusual for my trading also, but we gotta start like that. And here's the fractional and CCI for us. And this is it. So what about the period? Yep, changing it. Okay, enough is enough in that case. So currency pairs with the biggest payout on Quadex, it's usually a little bit less than on some other platforms, but anyway, I quite like this platform because it's safe with the withdrawal and stuff like that. And sometimes I do notice that given signals also a little bit different on different platforms, but if you trade on that platform quite a lot, you can actually handle that. You are already getting familiar with all that features that we are having. So here it is. We just having CCI and fractal and the chart itself and checking how it's combined. And you may see that all the high peaks of the CCI are just almost the same with the fractal, but I hope you do remember about the fractal that this is not for prediction, this is just for statistics somehow. So let's start with the first bet. It's going to be not a complicated strategy at all, but anyway, it's going to be interesting one. So we are just right here. I'll try to make it as quick as possible just to show you some cases and how we are productive with that strategy. So CCI showing us we're getting upward, and CCI are quite good with the all candles that we are having. It's not perfect itself or it's solid for some 100% predictable movements or stuff like that, because it's changing, and you may see it like CCI was showing us we're getting a little bit upward, but it was not about orange candle, it's just about the movement itself. So let's check how it's gonna be. It's actually not so many seconds left, so I'm not gonna be skipping. And look at that, in that exact situation, in fractal and CCI showing both of us that we are having an upward movement, and even with the CCI looking a little bit downward, it actually just about some tiny situations right here at the moment. So the first profit just right here, and we're going for the next one. So here again and again the same situation, if I'm being honest, and it's quite safe for us. We're gonna make 2 bets here. So CCI and fractal showing us we getting upward. With the fractal, we just detecting the end of the downward trend, and for us it actually means we have an upward trend. So let's go. So just look what actually been happening right here, and with these orange candles, at this moment I was a little bit having some gray hairs just because I was quite nervous. But you may see that this is just quite frequent changes, and in the end we were correct, just because the whole tendency of this chart is to rise. You may see that all the candles now are getting a little bit more upward, and that was correct out of all indicators that we've been actually checking. So let's go next. Finally, I just found the situation where we can actually make a downward bet. Look at that. Fractal showed us that we are actually, that we just haven't, that the upward trend just ended. And while I've been thinking about that, this downward trend also ended. Sorry, I've been just detecting and thinking what is going on. Sometimes, it's too complicated because you think and then you need to observe and then you need to think what are you gonna tell. But anyway, I am just gonna skip all of that and we will see how it's gonna be for us in the end. Just look at that. So many tiny candles that it's totally actually unpredictable. So I'm ready for anything, but I think, oh my God, have you seen, I was just in a second, in a tiny, like a millimeter, just in a tiny seconds of getting just like $1,000 lost. But I made it. I couldn't say that in that case. Look at the chart, it's crazy. So many different candles and it's so tiny of it that it was quite Super Bowl situation or a Super Bowl strategy. But in the end, I just got lucky and I feel even, my stomach hurts. So let's go next. I hope that was the last one like that. And now we are where we are. And I'm gonna make this bet as an upward one, and look at that. Firstly, I wanna just pay your attention to the whole chart that we are having. Look at that, we are having some downward trend, that the chart just went a little bit and quite a lot downward. And actually, I couldn't say that this is just, looking like this is the end of it, but look at the CCI. It actually showing us that we're getting a little bit more upward, and it's still unstable, so we actually detecting some changes of the candles, but out of my opinion, I am detecting some smooth but rising, so it's not gonna be any drastic fall. So I was expecting that we're gonna be at this level or maybe a little bit higher, just because it couldn't be that downward because we are already downward. But this huge orange candle just frightened me. But look at that. We just had it. Two bets with the $1,000. And actually, I couldn't say this is the luck because I actually been predicting that. But I could say that it was so easy to lose. But we just made it. And let's make this one as the last one. And I hope it's gonna be all clear. Look at all indicators that we are actually having. I don't know what happened to the fractal, but I need that. I need that dot, that green dot, detecting that it's just the end of an upward trend. Yeah, but still a little bit changing. And what I want to tell you, the fractal and the CCI quite a good strategy itself, but that it is simple and I would say simplified indicators that is actually not that easy to handle some difficult situations. And I would say that in trading, most of the situations are actually difficult. So let's wait how it's gonna be for us. I still hope that it's not gonna be any big jump or big rising, because it just doesn't look like that. And if I've been checking the whole trend of it, the whole trend actually are quite seen on the CCI. Yep, and I was correct. I wasn't expecting that it's gonna be the huge, green lines, like the huge lines of the green candles only, and that was the correct one. So we are just getting downward so drastically, and we've been detecting that, but actually we've been also detecting some huge in long period of green candles too. So we just made it, we done it. This was the last one. I don't know, I have some mixed feelings about that strategy and all the situations that I could collect, but just as it is. So it's done when it's done, and as I told you before, I do have some mixed feelings about that, because I couldn't say that I'm not satisfied or the strategy didn't show me, didn't prove me that it's so right or so wrong. I am just again and again confirm my own thoughts about all this trading and all that strategies. You need to be attentive every time you trade. Even if you feel this is the best strategy, or you are the best trader, or the market is so kind to you today, you actually need to be attentive, and you need to have your inner feelings, and you need to be ready that these inner feelings may actually mislead you. So this is the end of it. We are on the Quedex platform, and you can find all the links below this video or just in my bio. And please be attentive and never text you firstly, because you need to find me and then we're gonna talk. So if you want to tell me anything, give me any feedback, you need just to find my account. And if somebody is texting you firstly saying this is me, please, this is not me. And this is just my policy, not because I think like you need to contact me. This is what actually protects you and makes you your trading more safely, just in this field of the internet, and lots of people that can use my pictures, my name, or anything like that. So please be quite careful, and we're gonna get for some more.